Welcome everybody. I am here with my wife Kim.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
One of the questions I get asked a lot is how do we handle decorating for the holidays? And so I thought we would do an interactive video where I will show you exactly all of the decorating that we do. And I couldn't possibly do this without Kim, so I'm glad you're here. Quick background, just before we get started. We discovered minimalism in May, and it took us about 9 months to go through our home, got rid of about 60-70% of our possessions. December, the holiday came 6 or 7 months into that process, and so what we did the very first year is we pulled all the Christmas decorations out of the basement, we set them all up everywhere in the house. And then our goal when we put the decorations away was to get everything down into one box. So that is how we did it. We put everything out for one last year, and then we just kept one box worth going forward, and I'm going to show you that box. We also have one box of things that, we also have an artificial tree and one box of ornaments that go on the tree. But We'll show you everything we do to decorate our home. First of all, we have a willow tree nativity scene that we got when we were first married. There's more pieces to it than this.
Right. But I love this nativity scene, so I've collected the pieces over the years. I used to let my children play with them, and so some of them are broken now, but we love it.
Character.
We love it so much. Yeah, we're sticking with it.
It's like it shows the history of our family.
That's right.
Yes. Anyway, that goes up in our kitchen counter, right in the center of our home. 'Tis the season, 'tis the reason for the season. So very fitting. But that fits in our box. I'm going to hand it over to Kim because she's going to go through our Christmas tree box. Did your family always have a fake artificial tree growing up?
Yeah, we always had an artificial tree.
We always had an artificial tree growing up. Only when we moved to Vermont did people make fun of us. Yeah. But now that we're back in Arizona, we're with everybody else with a fake tree. So go ahead, and we have one box of ornaments and take.
Yeah, so this is just an example of a couple of the ornaments. I usually do a certain color scheme of some of the ornaments on the tree. But in addition to that, we decided to start collecting one ornament a year that represents something that we did in the year or something that's memorable that sticks out to us. So this is just an example of a couple of those. This is our first time we stayed home at Christmas. So it's a little house that lights up.
2009, our first year home alone.
Okay, this is an example of an ornament. The year we started the Hope Effect. So we wrote the year on the bottom and it has the Hope Effect. We'll show you a close-up. But just an example of something that was really important to us. And the last one I'm going to show you is our 2020 ornament of the COVID year. So represents a lot of what happened during the pandemic.
So all of the tree decorations go in one box, and then all of the decorations that go around the house are in this box. I'm going to pull them out and let you see. First of all, very important to my wife, the nutcracker that we keep in our living room. Those two go in the living room, and then this one goes where?
This goes in a bathroom.
That goes in the bathroom. And the story behind the nutcrackers, you like the nutcrackers? You want to?
I used to do ballet, and I also just love the ballet of the Nutcracker and the story of it. So
it used to be a ballet?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yes, so reminds her of ballet.
So it's one of my favorite decorations.
Then we keep this decoration every year.
Yep.
That goes on our dining room table.
Yep. It's our centerpiece.
Our centerpiece on the dining room table, and it holds
Christmas cards.
Christmas cards. So people send us photos of their families.
Yep.
Photos that we haven't seen, families we haven't seen in 25 years, but we're on the mailing list, and then that goes on our dining room table. We have this little guy that goes up every year, and the story behind this is?
This is just a calendar that marks the days leading up to Christmas Day. I had this as a child at my home, and so as my mom was going through some of her decorations, she gifted it to me, And so my children have moved the mouse every year that we've had it, and it's just fun to keep track of the countdown.
Our son is at his second year of college, but our daughter is still at home, and so this goes in the hallway down by their rooms. And how many days does Alexa remember to do it, and how many days do you have to do it?
She remembers almost every day.
All right, very impressive, very impressive. And then we have these reindeer decorations, candle holders that don't usually have candles in them.
Right.
Correct, but they go on our mantle. Bring a little winter flavor
That's right.
to the mantle. And then we have these large ornaments that go up on our entryway. This is mistletoe because Kim likes to kiss.
This is a fake mistletoe, but also just
Works. The kisses aren't fake.
That's right. I just like to make the entryway festive, and we do that by hanging these large ornaments that are just plastic. So
Did you learn this on Pinterest? You invented it yourself?
I don't know how this happened. I just started doing it, and I love it. So we do it every year.
Yeah, it's right when you walk in the house, you feel like it's Christmas. And stockings. Kim's family did stockings every year growing up, and my family never did. But the tradition, we have two for both of our kids. Oh, and then these are the stocking holders that go on the mantle and hold the stockings. And then you put candy and stuff in there, and toothpaste and things like that for Christmas morning.
If they have the candy.
And then I just have two left, and then that is a wrap on our holiday decorations. But these two things, which the stories, this goes on our dining room table, and this goes
also in the dining room.
Also in the dining room on a little shelf.
Yes.
This is from your mom.
Yep.
She got
this
in
was
Germany.
From my mom.
And this is from my mom. And I don't know the story of how it ended up in our home, but
I just
she
loved
got it for us.
She saw me loving it, and so she bought it for us.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
As a
I
surprise.
guess I should know. And that is how we decorate for the holidays. We do lights outside our home. We do red and white lights. When I was young, I drove by a house with red and white lights outside the house and fell in love. And so we've always done the tree and the bushes in red and white lights. I think it's fun for the neighbors, and our kids have always liked it growing up. Other than that, this is how we do Christmas. We decorate our home, but we do it in a meaningful way, and we choose decorations. And I actually we found moving into one box was easier than we thought it was going to be after the first year. We had a lot of decorations, but fitting into one box was easier than we thought.
Yeah, and one quick tip is that I used to keep things in their original boxes, and that obviously took up a lot more space. Of course, it keeps them, neat and everything, but I found that if I take some of my smaller items and just wrap them in like bubble wrap or tissue paper, then a lot more fits in the box or bin that you're using. And so by doing that, we've easily been able to get down to one bin, one box for ornaments, and
one bin, one box,
for ornaments,
and one artificial Christmas tree.
Yep.
And your Christmas doesn't have to be cluttered to be meaningful.